This service uses the internet and it offers free calls whether you're talking to someone locally or interstate or even overseas, provided they are hooked up to the same system.
We have a large family. 3 of our sons live either interstate or overseas. One in Brisbane, one in New Zealand, one in California. Now, our bills would often run up to as much as $400.
Big phone bills are a thing of the past for Paul Regan. He no longer pays for his calls.
Oh, great. What's the weather like over there?
Even when he makes international calls from his home in Adelaide to his son in California, it's free.
So you're happy with the phone grade, eh? Oh, we'll save heaps.
Paul is one of tens of thousands of Australians now using a system known as VoIP, Voice over Internet Protocol, technology that allows you to make telephone calls using the internet instead of your regular phone line.
Well, this is the start of the change, and the change, similar to what emails were to your normal snail mail, and the impact that had across the world, this is exactly the same.
Mike Carew runs Firefly, one of 100 companies around Australia offering VoIP.
Hi, g'day Jim, it's Mike Carew in Australia, how are you?
This is how Firefly works. You download the VoIP system onto your computer. Then you buy a special handset which hooks up to it, just like a regular phone. Generally, if you make calls to someone else on the same system, it's free, no matter how long you talk.
So that was a free call to America?
Was totally free. And every call you make on the system is totally free.
But there has to be a catch. I don't believe there is such a thing as a free phone call.
The only catch is you save money.
But there is a catch. You need to be using your computer at work or home to make the calls, so you don't have the freedom of using a mobile. And you are charged for calls to fixed landline and mobile phones. But even those calls, according to the promoter, are cheaper than the big telcos. Now, both Telstra and Optus say they do offer VoIP to their business customers. As for the everyday home user, well, they're still on hold. Telstra says they're not ready for it, while Optus says it's still monitoring the new technology.
They are holding back, they are not rushing into it, because at the moment that they introduced this new voice over the internet service, at the same time they have to offer it at lower cost, at lower call charges, and therefore they lose quite a lot of revenue.
I think the big telcos are very nervous. The big telcos have been delaying this type of technology for quite a time because it erodes their profit margins and their revenue streams.
Paul Regan has given up on the big telcos. He's using his computer to make most of his calls.
Throw out the bin.
In the bin?
Yep. It costs nothing. The software costs nothing. That's the marvellous part about it. Now, once they have gone through the procedure of installing the Firefly software on their computer, that's it. We talk any time of day, forever, all night if we like, no cost.
What do you reckon, policeman?